Love talking to you because, well, it's a love-hate thing. Hate because I know the summer is going to be almost over. Love because I know one of the biggest fairs, if you want to call it that, events, fun stuff, is always going to be opening up soon. And we're talking about the CNE. How's it feel having it back one more time for not just for the city, not just for this country, but North America?
Yeah, well, we're the fourth largest in North America and the largest in this country. So it's a great hit. $210 million spent last year by attendees at the CNE, both in the city and at the CNE. So it's a great economic boon for this city and this province. So we're happy to try and do our best every year.
Now, look, I want to keep this fun, but I got to ask a newsy question. I heard earlier that there's a little bit of worry that things might be shrinking. True or untrue? What's going on with that?
Things have been shrinking for a long time. I mean, if you go back, basically from the time that the city took over the grounds, decade over decade, we've gotten smaller. But there's only so much space you can take away before we can any longer put an event on like this. Right now, the debates are a few things. There's our lease in the food building expires in 2027, so we have to discuss what happens there. The deal with the city and the province on parking, the province is undertaking to build parking on Exhibition Place to service Ontario Place. And the question is where and what that looks like. Right now they want to put it above ground. We're absolutely opposed to that. Our use of the water channel has been restricted since 2014. And then we've got the Phase 2 hotel development that's taking away 360,000 square feet. And then there's talk about the possibility of doing something with the BLC. So, that's 220,000 square feet. Every one of those are revenue generators and sources of programming. So when you take that away, or if you take that away, that's going to impact us significantly.
Absolutely. And like I said, the CNE, you can't think of Toronto, you can't think of the summer without the CNE. So let's hope things work out for our best interest. In the meantime, what is going on? What are some of the fun stuff? I saw one thing that happened, and anybody who knows me knows I was a fan from Yay High, and I was here in the 80s when they had that massive event here at the CNE, Hogan versus Paul Orndorff.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling returns to the CNE.
That's right. We've got 18 days of Championship Classic Wrestling. Jimmy Hart was here this morning, the mouth of the South. We're going to have Tito Santana up. Jacques Rougeau, the Mountie's going to be here. It's going to be fun. 18 days, 3 shows a day. The celebrities from the past will be here to give autographs out, and the celebrities of the future will be wrestling.
And just so folks know, I'm going to be hosting some of those events, so I'm looking forward to be a part of that. Now, we're talking about guys who are tough, women who are tough. There's another guy who's pretty tough too, and from what I understand, he had to come back. We're talking about Elvis Stoico, I understand.
Well, I've been told by too many people that you can't have this without a skating show. And when you're putting on a skating show, who better to have it led by than Elvis? And always combined with that skating is the great acrobatics and the creativity that goes into that side. So they're back this year again, and we're glad to have them.
Bow, wow, wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay, the dogs are back.
Got that right, and it's always fun. It's always a sellout. People, I shouldn't say sellout because it's a free of charge, but the stands are full. It's going to be lots of fun for looking at all those dog tricks and a good time there. But we've got some new things as well. You saw the half pipe, and we've got some really intriguing exhibitions at our art gallery, for example, a retrospective on the art that we donated to the AGO, which I think a lot of people don't even know about. So you can do many things. The tribute bands at the Midway stage. If you like the Doobie Brothers, we've got a great tribute Doobie Brothers band. Listen to the music that's going to be there. You can have a lot of fun in a lot of places.
Lots of concerts too as well.
Oh yeah, Big Boy, Mackenzie, Porter, from country to Dr. J from Soko. You can find your own niche and enjoy it. Classic rock. It's all there.
And of course, not just the Midway rides and games, but as we are here, the food, the best of the best, the most unusual, all returning to the CNE.
Yeah, get your wasabi ice cream or your avocado ice cream, your pickled Oreos. There's all kinds of stuff.
And a tribute to Taylor Swift too with curds.
There you go. That's it, eh? So it's all going to be, we've got to focus on largesse. You've got some really big food items as well, and butter chicken seems to be a good theme this year again.
Hey, I love it. Look, I'll let you go because I know you got a lot more interviews to do. I just want to say thank you to you and your crew and everybody involved with this for keeping this tradition alive for so many years. I mean, I've lived in Toronto like practically my whole life, and I could not think of the CNE not opening. So thank you for you guys doing what you do, and cross fingers things continue in the future.
We're going to keep it going.